Hang on, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Alright, so little channel update. We're at 1,945 subscribers. We've actually increased on subscribers, guys. We've actually increased. There for a while we were floating. We were, it up and it, or up and down, up and down, up and down. And finally we just kind of broke even. Kind of went up a little bit. So that puts us at, let's see. We're at 55 subscribers. We're 55 subscribers away from 2K. So, yeah, we're doing great, guys. We're doing great. We're killing it. I know spring break, I won't be up for spring break, but those days where I am off on spring break, that's when we're going to do a lot of growing. We're going to do a lot of growing during spring break. You got to post a lot during spring break. I just got to figure out what spring break is. Got some coffee this morning, so I'm kind of up and happy and ready to go. Got my stuff together. Kinda, sorta. It's currently 5:46 a.m., by the way. So, happy Wednesday morning. I got paid this morning. I'm in a good mood. Look at this. I got me coffee. And I got me a Red Bull. I'm in a good mood. I need to bring my other phone so I can live stream on TikTok. Well, I'm also live streaming on YouTube. Problem is, I don't think I get any views on TikTok. Unless it's on the For You page, I ain't getting nothing. Not a thing, not a thing, not a thing, nothing. So today's topic, if you're all curious, today's topic is, what is one thing you would ban? Like forever ban. What is one thing you would ban forever? Let's see. Cigarettes. I would ban cigarettes so quick in a hurry. They are not allowed to be sold. They're not allowed to be made. You can't produce it. I would ban cigarettes so quick in a hurry. But now that I got mine out the way, let me make a sticker. Let's see, what's one thing you would ban forever? There we go. That'll make it easy. What is one thing, if you had the crown, you were the king or queen or whatever you want to be, president, Miss President, if there was one thing in the entire world you could ban, what would it be? I already said mine, cigarettes. Get rid of cigarettes. We don't need it. We don't need no cigarettes. They're bad for you, bad for other people's health. And I understand a lot of people ain't gonna like that, but I mean, it's fine. People will swap to what I consider a slightly cleaner, healthier thing. Vaping. It's a lot cleaner. It's a little bit healthier. But I mean, banning violence, I think that's already banned. It's just that our punishment for violence isn't, I guess what you would say is not harsh enough, so people just go right back to doing it. But I mean, violence is kind of a human trait. Humans we're violent, we're mean, but we're also, in that same sense, nice, gentle. It is what it is. But I appreciate that answer. That's a really good one. But I mean, if you're banning violence, by all means, brother, ban it. Let's see, what's something else we should ban? We got cigarettes and violence. What else are we banning? How about squatted trucks? Let's ban squatted trucks. Everybody agree with that? The trucks that sit like this, so like the truck goes this way, but they squat the back of it so it sits like this. Let's ban that. That's retarded. Stupid. No one likes it. No one wants it. It's goofy. Get rid of it. What's something else we should ban? What else should we ban? How about unfair insurance? How about women pay less in insurance than men do? How about it be all the same or it be not at all? Although insurance is a scam that the government forces you to get. Because your insurance, you pay, I don't know, $20,000 to, and they only cover $2,000 of your accident. Nah, that ain't how insurance is supposed to work. If I give you $20,000, I want you to give me $20,000 to fix my car. So either we ban insurance or we ban unfair pricing of insurance. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. One-sided child support is what I ban. Absolutely. I like that one. Someone saying ring, 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 ring. What's up? I'm answering the phone. My hair is goofy. I just took my hat off. Everybody like coffee here? I like coffee. If there's one thing in the world you could ban, what would it be? Pick up the phone, you tiny, and if you miss this call, it's because you're too small. I mean, that's fun. I'll miss it all day. Oh, yeah, I love some coffee. You can ban one thing in the world. The entire world. Doesn't matter. Ban one thing. What would it be? But it can't be a race. You can't ban a race of people. You can't ban someone from doing something. I mean, you could. I banned cigarettes and unfair insurance. Those are my two that I've picked. Someone said violence. Someone said one-sided. What do you say? Child support? One-sided. Yeah, one-sided child support. Can we ban the rude cops? Oh, ban mean and rude cops. We can try, but sometimes cops have a bad day. Like, let's say the cop's just rolling down the street. He's like, yeah, I'm excited. I'm having a good day. Got my cup of coffee. And then he parks at a red light, and a lady pulls up beside him and starts cussing at him for no reason. You're going to have a rude cop after that because you just ruined his day. All because he's a cop. Now, I do believe that cops should be held to a higher standard because they know the law better than we do. So they should practice the law better than what we do. But I'd also, also that being said, we have to understand that cops are just humans. They're just humans, just like us. They have their good days, they have their bad days. Now, should they be obligated to take it out on us? I disagree. I don't agree with that at all. Cops should not be allowed to take their anger out on us. I think the last thing they should be allowed to do is pull a taser or a gun. If he's not resisting in a sense that the gun or the taser is remotely needed, then you should just back off. You should just keep on trying to get him in handcuffs. Even if he's in handcuffs, I don't think that taser or that gun's needed. Point blank, period. You can just wrestle him. Now, your backup officer, have their hand on one. Or don't. I don't care. Or at least like a handheld taser. Screw it. Like, you're not going to barb them. You're just going to handheld taser. Just be still. A handheld taser is not going to kill you. It'll burn you, but it won't kill you. You don't need a gun taser. I mean, I don't know. Is there a taser function on a gun taser that doesn't shoot the barbs? I don't know. I need to look into that. But I want to get a taser for myself. I would ban plastic objects like all of them to save the turtles. I mean, brother, that's cool and all, but 90% of your phone that you're watching on has plastic in it. I know it has maybe a metal exterior and some glass and stuff like that, but plastic is kind of a big part of our lives in ways you might not realize. The casing on your console might be plastic. The most of the bits for the interior of a car, plastic. Well, pale. I understand what you're trying to say. Get rid of the plastic things that hold bottles together. You know, the ones that are like, it's like an 8, but it's real tight. Yeah, ban those. Get rid of those. Go to box drinks. You know, we can do that. I mean, you can just buy cans. If you want a soda that comes in a plastic bottle, buy them individually. Or do like most other drink companies do and make one big plastic container wrapper that holds the whole thing in. You know, I understand what you're trying to say, and I'm trying to make sense of it myself. And the more I talk about it, the more I'm like, yeah, I can see why we need to ban plastic. I think what we should do is ban people throwing trash into the ocean. We could ban that. That would be a good ban. Go to creating landfills. Landfills are actually, for the most part, good for the environment in some sense. Like, it can't be in an area that's highly populated by animals, but it can also be beneficial to us and the environment, because the earth decomposes all that trash. Not all at once. You have to layer it, because that's how the world works. You have to layer the trash, and in like 20 years, it'll be decomposed. And we're kind of making like man-made mountains, because when you do it, you stack it up right, and eventually that company will have to move or buy more land, something along those lines. But for like the next, I don't know, 100 to 200 years, you've got a gas resource that is practically abundant. Like, it's really useful, and that gas can be used for several things. Like, it can be turned into propane, stuff like that. You know, cooking stuff. Warms up your hot water heater. Can be turned into fuel for a vehicle if we one day run to a vehicle that runs off propane gas. Who knows where the future might lead? What's something else we're gonna ban? I said cigarettes. I don't like cigarettes. And I also said, what's the other one? Unfair car insurance. So if you don't know, in the U.S., if you're not from the U.S., in the U.S., women typically have cheaper insurance. And that's because they are assumed to have less accidents and are more careful, plus there's less women drivers. Now, I think that is highly unfair. I think it should be totally even, because a woman drives just as much as a man does in this current day, if not more. So I would rather just have fair or not at all. But I think insurance is a scam. I'd rather just outright pay you what the damages to your vehicle are, or if I total your vehicle, buy you a vehicle, or pay you what that vehicle that I totaled is worth. What happens if I ban dirt and it removes the dirt and turns into stone in the earth? So that stone that we would have, first of all, we would starve to death, because we wouldn't be able to grow enough food to, you know, support ourselves. Second, we would also die due to lack of medicines, because a lot of our medicines come from what we grow, and etc. There's a bunch of stuff that, you know, dirt helps. And it would take roughly, I don't know, 600-700 years for the top layer of stone to erode into sand, and then it would take even longer. I think it's like 2,300 years after that for the sand to be fine enough to be mushed with bacteria and a bunch of other crap to be turned into dirt for us to grow crops again. That is a theoretical what if question that we probably won't be able to answer because it takes a stupid long time for stone to turn into sand and twice that amount of time to turn into soil. It's a stupid amount of time. But I mean, it's not a stupid question. I mean, I'm cool with it. I don't see how that's remotely similar of a question. If you remove the dirt from the earth, is the same as asking if the grass is green. Maybe in the simplicity of the question, like, yeah, we would die for sure. That's 100% a fact. But I don't see how you're able to compare that and be like, yeah, those are similar questions. All right, let's just move past it. What is one thing in this world you would ban? Forever and eternity because you're the king / queen, president, madam president, it don't matter. One thing you want to ban from the world for eternity. Forever. Eternity. Look, Strawberry, that's fine. It's a completely fine question. We're making conversation. That's what we're doing. We're making conversation. It's conversation to be had. We're having it, so let's do it. If you got anything else to do, talk about, throw it in chat. They're not gonna make fun of you no more. They're not. I will remove their comments every time. I will do it every time. I'm my own moderator today because I haven't seen any of my other moderators. But yeah. So check it. Here's something I want to ban. Well, I don't want to necessarily put a ban. I want to put a ban on cars being able to go a certain omen level on their headlights. I don't know if you guys drive, but I drive pretty much every day. And sometimes it's dark outside. And so I want to put a ban on a certain omen level. You cannot go above, you cannot exceed this omen level. Hey, you're fine. You're fine, brother. You're fine. Look, we get it. You thought that question was a lot simpler than it was. But, I mean, think about it logically. Think about it. Think about it scientifically. Theoretically, if you removed all dirt, topsoil from Earth, that's not that much. We could replace it easily. It would just take a crap ton of time. Every animal and human would have to come together and poop all at the same time to create soil enough to feed the next generations. You know what I'm saying? Do you mean lumen? Maybe. What did I say? Lumen? I don't think it's called lumen level, is it? Are we talking about the lights? It don't matter. You knew what I meant. You knew what I meant. I think there should be a ban on how bright the lights can be. Is it not omen level? It might be lumen, and I'm saying omen because I'm slow. I don't know. But yeah, you know what I meant. There should be a ban on how bright lights can be. So, I mean, yeah. There should be a ban on how bright of headlights you can have. Now, I'm not talking about every light. Just headlights for a vehicle. There should be a lumen level for how bright your lights can be. Yeah, I got you. I apologize. I said the wrong word. But you knew what I was trying to say. But yeah, I think we should ban a certain level. Like, I honestly think the headlights are too freaking bright. When there's just a normal car coming at me with these brand new modern lights, I can't see the road. And that's dangerous. Yes, facts. He said, especially if your headlights are not a certain height, like a lifted big truck. I agree with that statement because trucks, their headlights. I'm looking at a truck right now that's lifted enough to where his headlights would be right in my eyes. I feel like that's dangerous, and we should allow a lesser lumen level. Chanta said, guess what? So I'm guessing. Strawberry might, yeah. She said, ooh, a moderator. Yeah, Strawberry's still here. They have that. People just don't care. Yeah. Well, I guess motor factories don't care, but I mean, if we were to do that ban, we would have to put the ban into what production vehicle companies are allowed. I know there's no lumen level where I live. You can have spotlights that can shine up to 1,000 football fields away, and state of Alabama don't care. Broke my right growth plate in my wrist. Well, brother, you need to stop being so clumsy. Man, all you kids that are subscribed to the channel and moderate the channel, keep hurting yourselves. Look, here's the problem, okay, that I have with that. I understand you're growing. Your body's kind of wobbly. You can't stand up straight because you're 14 and can't walk. But look, here's what you need to understand. Every time you hurt yourself, you stunt your growth. Your body is too busy replacing what is broken to grow. Well, look, maybe you should wear more padding. They make bike pads for a reason. Now, I'm not saying you have to wear it all the time, just especially when it's wet. You can not wear it when it's dry because you'll have more traction. I can't tell you how many times I fell off my bike. I was a dummy, and I would full send down a big hill and wipe out and slide the rest of the way down the hill. But that was just me. I know phones are kind of banned at school now, but I think we need to ban the use of phones for a certain age of group. I think, like, until a kid turns 10, they should not have a phone, point blank, period. Tablets and other stuff like that they keep at home that can help them study and do stuff like that, yeah, that's fine. I think your phone needs to be taken away. My phone? I'm not in school, brother. I'm a grown man. I don't ride until it's sunny, and I don't wear any protection. Yep, that's how you got here. It's funny. Don't listen to that comment. Don't go questioning it either. I had a phone when I was 3, but yeah, that's not a good thing. My son has a laptop, but that's just so he can watch cartoons on, because we don't have a TV in his room nor in our living room. But we're working on it. We're about to buy a TV with this paycheck, so yeah, about to get us a TV. All right, since we got a lot of people here and we got a lot to discuss, name something in the world you want to ban forever. Now just listen real quick. You're the queen, you're the king, you're the president, madam president, it don't matter. You are someone of power and you have the ability to ban anything in the world. What are you going to ban? You want to ban bicycle protection? I mean, sure, in your world you can ban bicycle protection, but I'm gonna have bicycle protection in mine, because them bicyclists that raced marathons that drive that they'd be cycling at like 30 miles an hour. Yeah, those guys need protection. And if I'm gonna be riding a bike to where I can do more than like 30 miles an hour on, I'm wearing protection. Now, I do understand, like, as a kid, it's probably not. No more seatbelts. Are you crazy? No ban condoms. Might as well, right? No one uses them anyway. I think there's like maybe 100 people within a mile. If you're in New York, there's maybe 100 people within a mile that use a condom. And if you're in the right place, there's like 20,000 people living within a mile. Of course, sounds good. All right, so we got seatbelts are banned, bicycle protection, condoms, phone usage under a certain age. Let's see. Lumen level of car headlights. The dirt beneath Earth has been, or beneath this, has been banned, so there's nothing but stone. Plastic has been banned. Rude cops, mean and rude cops have been banned. One-sided child support. Uneven insurance rates for male and female. And cigarettes have been banned. Got to use a condom with prostitutes. I mean, if you're sleeping with a prostitute, brother, you need to get yourself checked. So I'm not sleeping with one. I don't care who it is. Sabrina Carpenter could turn into a prostitute tomorrow, but that don't mean I'm sleeping with her. And that's a fact. That's a good one. Dirty drugs suck. Katy Perry could turn into a prostitute tomorrow, and I wouldn't sleep with her. Although, I mean, if you think about it, Sabrina Carpenter, Katy Perry, any popular female artist or whatever, does one 30 video. Billionaire. Overnight billionaire. Never have to work another day in their lives. Think about it logically. Think about it logically. How many people have crushes on these women? Men and female. Men and female. Has a crush on Sabrina Carpenter, Katy Perry, whoever it is. They make one dirty video. Billionaire. Rest of their lives. Never have to work. I mean, you could just make that same pact with the woman you hook up with. It ain't necessarily got to be a prostitute. This man has forgotten where he parked his car. This is also the same, if I'm not wrong, this is also the same guy that has to be within like inches of you to tell you what he's trying to tell you. I need to put that this one's kind of a bit more explicit towards the end. Where are we at on time? Oh, we're good. We got another 5 minutes. Another 5 minutes. I forgot to wash behind my ears last night. I was in a hurry to get out. I rinsed them. I just didn't soap them. So like my behind them are not bad, but they're still kind of gross. It's fine. I'll wash them tonight. I got a shower tonight anyway. All right. So let's see. What else am I banning? Let's see. What else should we ban? There's got to be some more stuff we can ban. How about rape can be banned? And if you are caught raping after rape's been banned, you don't get a prison charge, you just get murder charge. You go straight to prison to a death sentence for rape. But your trial has to be thoroughly looked into, and every piece of evidence has to be brought together. Because some women can call false rape on certain people. So I would say that every piece of evidence has to be brought forth. They have to do lie detector tests, stuff like that. Everything has to be done. Everything has to be done. Like, if you're going to ban stuff that's kind of messed up, I feel like you have to go the further. You have to do the furthest step. You have to do everything that can be done to prove whether he's innocent or guilty. Now, if you know without a shadow of a doubt that he is guilty, then yeah, you can do less evidence. You can do less for evidence. My man, sagging. That's gross to me. Let's see. Oh, we also banned squatted trucks. There was like 12 people watching me when I said that, and then like almost every single one of them just went, "Boop," gone. I was like, well, shouldn't have brought that up. I had a worry that someone was gonna be crazy enough to be like, let's ban trees. Morning. What's up, brother? What's up, brother? I'm almost done with my coffee. My morning coffee. My hair is crazy. I don't know why I'm correcting it. I'm just correcting it for while it's out from under the hat. Because when I go inside, this bad boy right here going on. I guess I could push my hair back. I don't want to be looking too crazy. There's like bits over here that are like too short to fit behind my ear and stay. Kind of similar over here. It's annoying. It's annoying. I got a Red Bull. Red Bull. Sponsor me. I'll be asking for that for the next 20 years, and Red Bull will never sponsor me. You know that? Never in the next 20 years will I be sponsored by it. Is this starting to rain? Are you for real? Ugh. I didn't bring a rain jacket, so I'm going to be wet. It's crazy. Whew. What else are we banning? We got to ban something else. Or is everything good? We've banned everything that we need to ban? Because we can talk about something else for the next 2 minutes. How about we ban... I don't know. I mean, I could say we can ban murder, but murder's kind of already banned. I don't know. How about we ban the fact that you have to use a... What do you call them guys that... I keep thinking clone worker, but they're not clone workers. They kind of like they have a hold on certain jobs. I just can't think of what it is. But they're the only ones that can be hired for that job. Like there's an actors guild that's full of them. Most docs can only hire, like, I think most docs can only hire this group of people. And it's not a race thing. It's a group of workers. I just can't think of what they're called. I think it starts with a C. I'm also thinking clan workers, but that doesn't sound right. I don't know. There's a group of workers that can be. They're the only ones that could be hired. A coup? No. Does it not start with a C? Does it start with an A? I don't know. I can't think of it. But I think we should ban the fact that you can only hire those specific guys for certain jobs. I feel like you should be able to hire anyone no matter what. But if you want a better rate, then you hire those guys. And again, it's not a race thing. You're not hiring a racist or race. You're not hiring someone because of their skin color. This is a group of workers that are not race based. They are just organization based. And some jobs literally only allow you to hire from this organization of workers. Also, again, not race based. I just can't think of what it's called. I don't know. But anyway, I got to end the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love you guys. Peace out.